as Pakistan marked the anniversary of its 1998 nuclear tests with national celebrations. Exiled Baloch and Pashtun activists observed the day as a black day, accusing Islamabad of sacrificing Balochistan for its strategic ambitions. Demonstrations across Europe reignited debate over human rights, enforced disappearances, and resource exploitation, and the long-term consequences of Pakistan's nuclear legacy in the restive province.
28 years after Pakistan conducted its nuclear tests in the mountains of Chagai, anger continues to resonate far beyond Balochistan. Demonstrations were held in London, Berlin, Amsterdam, Seoul and several other cities where exiled Baloch and Pashtun activists accused Pakistan of turning Balochistan into what they described as a strategic colony for state's military ambitions. Protesters carried photographs of missing persons, banners demanding Baloch self-determination and placards condemning what they called decades of political repression. The demonstrations also highlighted a growing effort by Baloch activists to internationalize their cause and draw global attention to conditions inside Pakistan's largest but least developed province.
They say that it's districts by the surrounding desert, but it was not a desert, it was surrounded by the local communities. This mountain where the test is under this mountain, it was around by so many locals. There are villagers who live nearby this district, and it's really impacted the peoples where they were living. And this nuclear test made their lives miserable, and they have cases, and so many children and so many peoples were destroyed by this nuclear test. So this illegal test which Pakistan tested in Balochistan, we really condemn this test, and still they are doing this illegal weaponizing in Balochistan.
Activists allege that local communities were never consulted before the tests were conducted and have long complained about environmental degradation, lack of healthcare facilities and underdevelopment in areas surrounding Chagai. The controversy has also become symbolic of a broader complaint frequently raised by Baloch groups that Balochistan contributes vast natural resources to Pakistan's economy while remaining among the country's poorest regions. Rich in natural gas, copper and gold, Balochistan has become increasingly important to regional geopolitics. Yet activists argue that local communities have seen few benefits from projects that generate billions in revenue. The protests went beyond the nuclear issue and focused heavily on Pakistan's security policies in Balochistan. Activists accused the Pakistani military establishment of using enforced disappearances, arbitrary detentions and intimidation to suppress dissent.
Pakistan has been committing various crimes in Balochistan that include human rights violations, Baloch genocides, enforced disappearance, looting and exploiting of the precious resources of Balochistan.
International human rights organizations have repeatedly documented concerns regarding enforced disappearances in the province, an issue that has become one of the most sensitive subjects in Pakistan's domestic politics. Many speakers also linked Pakistan's internal security challenges to wider regional instability. They argued that despite decades of counter-terrorism campaigns, extremist violence continues to plague large parts of the country. The criticism comes at a time when Pakistan is facing renewed security pressures with terrorist attacks increasing across several regions. Activists use the occasion to question whether Islamabad's security policies have produced long-term stability or merely deepened existing grievances. For Pakistan's government, May 28 remains a celebration of strategic deterrence and national achievement. For many exiled Baloch activists, however, the anniversary represents something entirely different, a reminder of what they see as decades of exploitation, political exclusion and military domination.